guys, today we'll read another book. It's called Question for Invention. Okay. We always have our content page. Now, we'll read, let's see. Where is it? Here. We'll read to page 12 and first question, part of the story about the 10 husky that my puppy Now you guess? Okay. Now I read you a poem. It's called Question. Come follow me. There's much to see, and no time now for rest. Go pack your map. Put on your cap. We'll go on a quest. Perhaps out there we'll find somewhere a slot upon a branch, a driven cave, the biggest wave, or cowboys on a ranch. Well, travel for where igloo were, and our wide world around. We will return. We will have learned for everything we found. Okay, guys, we'll read them. Okay, guys, today we'll read the first stories. It's called The 10th Husky. The igloos were glowing as the sun rose that morning. Sasha got up on her feet and shook the snow off her thick fur coat. She was a dog sled team of 10 huskies. Sasha loved to run with the dog sled team and explore. A fisherman was their master, and he was very good to the dogs. He checked in on every dog after each run to make sure none of them were hurt or ill. At the end of every day, he gave them all bites. The dogs a bite of fish. I must do something to thank the master, Sasha said. Maybe I could find him the best fishing spot. The rest of the dog sleds were still sleeping, but Sasha crept up. When she came to the woods, she began her quest for a perfect fishing spot. Just then, she saw a white rabbit dash into the bush. Sasha chased after it, and the rabbit ran even faster. They ran past trees and rocks topped with dusty snow. Finally, the rabbit dove into a hollow log, and it was safe. Sasha sunk her nose into the log, but it was too small for her whole body. You are too fast for me, rabbit, she barked. Then she looked up to see a wide river just past the log. The river has hard ice because ice had formed on the top. Out on the ice there was a hole that had melted in the sun, the perfect fishing spot, Sasha said with her puffy tail wagging. She ran out to the hole in the ice. Then there was a crack sound. Sasha froze. The ice around her was breaking. She stood very still. If she moved, she might fall into the cold river. She began to barking. Help, master, help! Back in the igloo, the fisherman began to wake up to the sled door. He got the sled out and began to put the harness on the dogs. Wait. He's on by the dog. As he worked, he called each dog by its name. Good morning, Luca. Are you going to run fast today? He asked as he rubbed Luke barked and wagged his tail. Rocky, hello, boy, he said. Daddy, Eggy. Jessie, we are going to find some good fish today. Then he stopped and looked around. He counted the dog 2 more times. Where's Sasha? He said to himself. The dog stopped barking and looked at the master. Then there was a howl from far over. Oh, Rocky howled back. That's her. Let's go. The master called to the dog. The fisherman hopped on the sled and the dogs ran as fast as they could into the wood. They followed Sasha crying until they came to the river. The master saw that Sasha was afraid to move. When she saw the master, she hung her tail. She knew she should not have left the team. As the master started walking to the ice, Rocco tried to go with him. The master intended to the dog to stay on the bank. He got down on his knee and crawled over the ice towards Sasha. While he crawled, he felt in the ice to see if it was thick. When he could reach her, he tried her harness to shaking body and pulled her to the thick ice. As soon as he was sure that the thick ice could hold them both, he picked up in his strong arms and took her to the sled. The sled dog barked happily as they made their way to the river bank. This time the master did not let Sasha pull with the other dog. He laid her on the back of the sled and covered her with a warm blanket. Then he called it to the barking dogs, and they pulled the sled all the way back to the igloo. The next morning, the master tied Sasha leash to a tree so she would not run away, but she did not want to leave the team anymore. She was happy to be safe back with her master. Okay, now I read another poem. It's called My Puppy. It's funny, my puppy knows just how I feel. When I'm happy, he yappy and squirms like an eel. When I'm grumpy, he's lumpy and stays at my heel. It is funny, my puppy knows such a great deal. Okay, guys. Okay, now I'll read you another story. It's called Shh. Cody, I heard them calling. Hurry up, the game is starting. My friends were outside waiting for me to play baseball with them. Brent had told me that I was the best one at throwing the ball. He said that I just had to play on their team. I told him I had to go get my mitt, but then I remembered where I had left it. I can't go in there, not now, I said. I looked up and down and shed and in all the rooms in the house. There was no mitt, but I had to go into that room. I took off my shoes so that my feet wouldn't make noise. I laid them outside the door and took a deep breath. I took the knob of the door as slowly as a snail would across the sidewalk. I took a peek inside. Everything was silent and dark, except for a glow from Noah Ark Night on the wall. My heart has the thump, thump, thump as I took a small step into the dark room. Nothing had made a sound, so I took one more step. Everything was still. My tiny bed was on one side of the room, and a crib was on the other. I looked around both beds, but my mitt was not near either of them. Then I spotted my baseball mitten on a desk in the corner. I began to tiptoe to the desk. When When I was halfway there, there was a loud squeak. I hold my breath and looked down at the floor where the squeak came from. I had stepped on cupboard rubber duck. A stick came from the other side of the room, and then a cry. Oh no, I said, and I tried to think of what to do. I ran to the baby. Shh, I said, it's okay, Carter. Please don't cry. Baby Carter did not even hear me. He just kept crying. Then I remembered a song my mom sang to me when I was a baby. I started to sing the soft, sweet tune and more, and soon Copper was sleeping once more. Phew, that was close, I said to myself. I took my mitten off the desk, and on the way back, I made sure not to step on the door. I began to close the door without a sound. Before it was shut, I returned and whispered, Sleep tight, Copper. When I did not hear a sound, I knew that he would. Oh, I have a question for you. Can you guess which side of the pie is the left side? Maybe don't know. What can fill a great big house yet still weigh less than a tiny mouse? Tiny mouse? Oh, air! What is the difference between a dime and a penny? 9 cents. Let's check. Oh, I'm correct! Yay! Ping pong, okay. Let's read more. My morning talk. The sun was started then to rise up into the golden skies. A rooster helped the sun along by singing its morning song. Cock-a-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. The sun is rising, it's the truth. Cock-a-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. The sun is rising up and I'm too. A sunbeam peeked it right through a crack inside a little mouse shack. Cock-a-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. The rooster sings, the day is new. Then the rat rolled on his bed and pulled his cover over his head. Oh, how I would sleep and snore if he would wait 5 more minutes more. The mouse house. One time there was a woodland mouse who lived inside a funny house. It had no doors. It has no floors. The house of Mr. Mouse. The mouse house was full of weeds and bits of grass and little seams. There was no chairs. There were no stairs, and yet it seemed to suit his needs. The little mouse had no bed. There was no rooftop overhead. There was no clock. There was no log, no lamp. They used the sun and sand. No roof, no log, no clock, no doors, no bed, no chairs, no stairs, no floor. Where was the house of Mr. Mouse? Why, in a rusty field outdoors. Okay guys, this is the end of this video. Our names name some stories you might like to hear. One question. 2. Part of a story plot. 3. The 10th husky. 4. My puppy. 5. Shh. 6. Can you guess? 7. The morning song. 8. the mouse house. 7, the lost coin. 8, weather. 9, bird talk. 10, a close call. 7, 10, no, 11. Can you guess? Okay, now I do not say the numbers more, so you need to hear very clearly. The elephant and the monkey going somewhere. Mr. Giraffe. Last time in the carvin bins. Can you guess? Raindrop splash. Birdseed. The broken wing. Holmes. Jump or jiggling. 7. Can you guess? The goldfish. The poker player. Freddie and the cherry tree. Wish. Bunny and his airplane. Grasshopper green. The pocket. Can you guess? 20 froggies make the best of it. Furry bear. Lunchtime at the zoo. A bunny dream. The old ghost. Just dressed him. The raccoon tail. Can you guess? A dog in the night. A kitten with a mitten. One night for the Christian. Can you guess? Usher, Mr. Cowboy Lunch, the Rebel Lesson. Okay guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you like it. Bye.